Hello, good morning, my wonderful good friends. This is your friend, Francis Chinedu, and also your brother. Now, there is something we have to look at today, and that is still on the subject of our discussion. And what is the subject of our discussion that we have been looking at from the onset of this very platform, from the formation and the launching of this platform? The subject of freedom from mental slavery. Freedom from mental slavery. Now, there is this trend which looks worrisome as well, which has been happening. It's not as if it's something new. It's been a trend in Africa, mostly from my country, Nigeria, and many other countries in Africa. Now, what is that trend? It is this mentality that it has to be white-collar job or nothing. It has to be white-collar job or nothing. That mentality is not helping us as a people. This is a mentality that has caused people to be, enslaved. It's such a mentality that many that find themselves in such a situation, in such a scenario, hardly think out of the box. It makes someone to be in a cage. The person is not free to see the other facets of life, to see opportunities even around him or her. The mentality that it has to be an office job, it has to be something done in the office. It has made many of us Africans not to be seeing opportunities in what we have. I will repeat again. Take for instance, agriculture. Anybody can be a farmer. Anybody, regardless of your class, regardless of your educational qualification, regardless of the position you think that is attached either to your family, either to your social group, or anything that is similar to this. Why is it problematic to us Africans, Nigerians, and the other African nationals? The problem is this: in the absence of a white-collar job, can't you find a way of surviving? In the absence of an office job, in absence of working in an organization, in absence, let's say for instance, they say AI that is fast advancing reaches the African continent, and the machines and the robots begin to displace people, as it's already happening in some of the countries of the world where it's already been launched, mostly like countries like China, Japan, and some other countries already that have launched into AI deeply. Now you realize that in such countries, the customer service job and other clerical jobs, or jobs of waitress or waiters, have already been taken over by robots. Now let's take for instance that such a time happens to come to Africa. What would people do? Is it not timely that people begin to think, what can I do with my life if there is no white-collar job? What can I do with myself if there is no job offer where I can be paid to work? Is there no abilities in me that can be harnessed as a person? Is there no skills? Is there no talents or giftings which I can develop and use it to put to work, and through that means get myself empowered and render services which in exchange I can be paid? Now, remember that the whole essence of this media platform of Ebube Africa is to help in our only two ways as a community to free Africans from mental slavery. Opportunities in our continent is mind-blowing. Yes, you can say that it's not easy by virtue of economic empowerment and social status of people. Meaning I don't have an average African, or let's say my country Nigeria, that lives less than $1 a day. Yes, but I said this in one of my previous videos that we can go back to the age or the time or the era where we believe in the power of cooperatives. Cooperative means people of like minds in community level, in village levels, in different places where we find ourselves. We can come together and do what? Learn to use the means of coming together as a people, even in the church. If most pastors know what they're doing, they should encourage that. Yeah, it has its own challenges of raising a functional cooperative society whereby the members depend on each other by the contributions they make. From such means, people can raise funds and start up little projects, little business activities that can help to get people empowered without depending so much on the system of the government, without depending so much on a lot of factors which is currently working against the people in Africa. There is always a way out. The reason why I'm making this video is, this particular one, is to make sure that my viewers, my listeners, those who happen to be, those who have subscribed, or those who are yet to subscribe, and those who are going to be part of this platform now in the future, to understand that without white-collar jobs, we all can survive. Without depending on a paid job, we all can survive. Apart from going into niches like agriculture, but agriculture is so vast that yes, we can even, if you love, if you're the one that loves to cook, you can begin to, begin a restaurant or restaurant business or small joints where people can come and eat, or even if you don't have capitals to rent a place, you can begin to cook, and you can begin to position what you cook at a location that is prime. You can go into pastry. Now, YouTube is a university, like I said before in my previous videos. YouTube is a university. There is nothing you cannot learn from the social media, especially YouTube or internet. Then why don't we, as a people, avail ourselves the opportunity to learn? If you cannot afford a book, YouTube is free. You can always access wireless internet connections in one way or the other. There are several things that we can do to help ourselves to be free even from poverty. I share with my friends recently, I tell them, there is no reason. I know there are factors. I know that people can argue what I'm about to say. There is no reason for anyone to remain poor in this dispensation, in this information age. A whole lot of information is on the internet. It's all about what do you want to do with your life. Remember, in some of the developed countries where our people are rushing or traveling out to, these are systems and capitalist economies that have been created to cage people in the system or in the spin or in the wheel. that all the days of their lives they keep on seeing themselves in that cycle. Some people have been caged in the cycle of debts through mortgages, through loans, through credit cards, all as a reason that they feel that they have white-collar jobs, they depend on salary, and they don't know when they got themselves entrapped in these dangerous capitalist systems that keeps you in slavery perpetually all the days of your life, paying debt, one debt or the other. It is high time we get ourselves disentangled from all these setups done by the colonial masters, setups done by the worldview that it has to be this way. When you go to school, get a certificate, get a job, and live on or survive on salaries. It's high time, especially we as Africans, it's high time that we free ourselves from such wicked mentality that will always keep people down, keep people enslaved and oppressed in a calculated system put in place to cage people and to get you, in a wheel, in a cycle all the days of your life. My mentor calls it Uncle Sam system. So, having said this, I am encouraging you, my listener, to ensure that you begin to have an appraisal of your life. Maybe you are jobless. Joblessness is a blessing. Yes, joblessness is a blessing. If you're jobless and you're listening to me, joblessness is a blessing. Ask me how you can begin to convert your time. Time is the currency that every one of us have in common, have equal. If you're jobless, you can become great through time conversion. You can convert the time of your joblessness into whatever that you want to become. You can use your time to manufacture products, to manufacture services. You can use your time to invent or reinvent yourself. So don't see that you're jobless as a curse. No, it's not a curse at all. It is a condition which, if you harness it, you will see that a time will come, you will look back and say of a truth, joblessness, this my joblessness gave me the opportunity to rediscover so many things about life and so many things about my individual talents, my skills, my giftings, my talents. So there is no excuse. As a matter of fact, our educational system in Africa is already expired. Yes. But in my country, Nigeria, and in most of parts of Africa, it's expired. That is why people go to school. Theoretically, yes, you have been empowered. Practically, you have nothing to show for it. Especially, or including, even those we call engineering students. Permit me to say this. What could be the reason at this point in time it is difficult to see a made in Africa construction companies, engineering firms run typically by Africans? Have we given a thought to this, that there is something or there is a problem somewhere that needs to be fixed? Otherwise, how can it be that every year for a huge number of years now, we are chunking out in mass, we are chunking out engineering graduates, science students or graduates, people who have graduated, who are supposed to be skilled practically in the area of mechanical engineering, civil engineering, architectures, and all those things, or related courses from the higher institutions. But then, hardly we are still contracting out a whole lot of projects to foreigners until this moment. How do we create jobs? How can that job come to be? How do people get jobs if we are not creating jobs? As a matter of fact, we are exporting our job opportunities. We are exporting them to China, exporting them to different parts of Africa. Our people who are closely involved in importation don't even give a damn to understand what the meaning or the impact of the huge rate or high rate of importation is doing to our economies. Well, I wouldn't want this video to be long, but then I'll be making another video very soon to, for us to have an interaction as well, have how the enemies of the growth of Africa is partnering with African leaders to keep Africa underdeveloped intentionally. But we can free ourselves. The power belongs to the people. It doesn't belong to any individual. But sad enough, how many Africans, African communities, how many really knows that we are the people that has the power, that has to control the leaders and not the other way around. Once again, I thank you for the time you have made to watch my video. I thank you and applaud you for that. Please don't forget to like, comment and share. Subscribing as well. And put down your comments, please. Always, I'm passionate to see your comments, whereby you make inputs to these discussions we have been having. Even what you intend for us to see, us to bring it to the limelight, you can put that in the comment section. And as well, ensure that such videos that you help to disseminate the information by sending it to your friends and contacts. I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching and being part of today's program and today's discussion. Bless you. Shalom. Peace.